Hello and good morning and welcome to Coaching TikTok. I am Life Coach Shaun, the man from Pasig City from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for workforce management. And these coaching conversations are for leaders at work who are socially responsible. And my mission is to be able to empower the workplace, create a mentally fit working environment. Thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprint by letting us know where you are presently located. Where are you coming from today? Please do tag your friends, circulate this video, and help more people in there by helping them, share this video to them so they might be in need of what I will be sharing with you this session. You will also give a shout out to people you want to greet and reach with some inspiring message. If you're watching this on a replay, please do comment in there hashtag replay. I am streaming by a FB page of Life Coach Philippines, a YouTube channel, Coach AI Connect. If you are new to the platform, please like and follow and subscribe to the channel so that you can get real-time updates of what we're doing and also the learnings that we will be sharing with you. If this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I am a professional actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach. In my professional life, I am a call center executive for one of the Fortune 500 companies over global services and consultancy work. I focus in the area of in workforce management, and workforce management is an art and science of putting the right people at the right place at the right time, doing the right things. If you're someone who wants to build a team who's efficient, effective, and has all of the necessary governance for you to thrive and for your client to be happy, let's have a conversation. Let me help you out in that area. My tenure in the call center industry has been more than 14 years now, and for most of my career, I've been in the leadership role, and I was fortunate enough to get promoted every 2 to 3 years. And this is something that have established me and helped me out in my career, and that allowed me to see people grow in the space as well, and to see them thriving. In my personal life, I'm a married man. I've been married for 19 years. My wife, you know her, she does her talk here at Coaching Think Talk as well every 4 p.m. later on a Monday. So if you want to know more about relationship, just have a conversation with her later at 4 p.m. Yeah, she's Coach Tin Joya. We have two kids. We've been blessed with two kids. My oldest daughter is 20 years old, and she's an animator and an entrepreneur, and we're helping her, fulfill what she wants to do in her life rather than us telling her what she wants to do. And our son on his way to becoming an influencer in the automotive industry. I'm super excited for them. Life coaching has changed the way we parent our children, and we've been helping them do the things they love so that they can love the things we do. And we are a family of creators and game changers. So if you want to know more about what we do and how we're able to help our family and our children come into that space, let's have a conversation. Let us help you out in your journey. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to manage your mind. Yeah, if you know someone who needs some help with managing their mind, let's have a conversation. Message them, have them hop in and invite them, especially if there's someone at work currently. It's a manic Monday, they say, but I don't believe in manic Monday. I believe every single day on the weekday anyway, if it's your work day, it's an opportunity for you to make the necessary changes in your space, and also make the necessary changes in your life as you go along. Because I feel and I think that work and life, there's no such thing as work-life balance. You cannot balance the two. I believe in work-life integration, and you need to be able to integrate your work and your life so that you see the meaning and the fulfillment in the work you do, plus enjoying the moment with your children and your family members. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful morning. Thank you very much, Coach Marife, for joining. Of course, my better half, Coach Tindy Hoya, is there. And Coach Candy Teng, maraming salamat. Now, did you know that whatever we put in your body, whatever I put in your body, whatever you put in your body, has an impact to our physical health? I remember a time in which my dad, when I was still in elementary going to grade school, my dad worked here in Manila. And what happens and when he goes home to the province, I am from LA, by the way. That's not Los Angeles, California. It's in Legazpi, Albay, in the Bicol region. He would bring us, chocolates, would bring us candies, donuts, and all of those sweet foods that I can remember. I remember kisses, M&Ms. I'm not sure what you remember, what candies you remember. Put that in the comment section below. I remember all of these things, and it was an enjoyable moment where you're expectant of your father, bringing you all of these sweet things. But eventually, the bad thing in there is my teeth eventually gave up. It gave up on me. I needed to go to the dentist, and I remember a time in which I experienced excruciating pain on my teeth because I ate too much candy. Yeah. So when was the last time that you ate so much sweet in your life that you needed to go to the dentist to have that repaired? And believe me, it was not a great experience. It was totally not a great experience. It was excruciating. I remember crying myself to sleep because of the pain that I've experienced. Now, similarly, what we dwell in our mind affects our mental health. Yeah, that's the same goes. In our physical health, whatever you consume, that's where you come and succumb into that kind of feeling. That's the same goes with your mental health. And think about the time in which you recently felt anxious. You felt self-critical, you felt obsessed about the job that you have and what's needed to get done, and you might have felt unhappy about the situation. You might have felt disappointment at yourself, or worse, you probably felt miserable or downward exhausted in the things that you're doing. And with our physical health, if we put on the work that we need to do, we will be able to improve our health with the right diet and the right exercise. And this is what we can do, right? We can focus on making sure that whatever we're eating, we're able to put that in a space in which we're intentional about the kind of results that we want. And the same goes with our mental health. If we put in the time in the investment to teach ourselves and to invest on ourselves and in our mind and how to think, then we would be able to start developing strategies to care for our mental health. And there are steps that you can do. There are steps that you can do so that you can learn all of this knowledge that you can do to develop the healthier and happier mind and happier you. And when you are able to create these strategies, it allows yourself to work for you. You're able to put on the needed life support for you to be feel more confident, to feel less anxious, to feel less stressed, and to feel less fearful. Now, there are two things that we need to do that requires for us to be able to improve our mental health. Number one is you need to feel good about yourself. Of course, that's the biggest one, right? You need to have a sense of deep value of who you are, which leads you to approving who you are, approving yourself of who you are right now, who you are with the past, but of course being hopeful of the future that you can change. And this means that you're able to currently make an assessment of what your life is right now, appreciative and being grateful of the good things, and also appreciating of the bad things, because the bad things allows you to learn and grow so that you can take deliberate actions for you to becoming a better version of yourself and also creating lasting change. Now, the second one is to believe that you can be the change you wish to see. You see, our body and mind changes constantly. It changes constantly based on what you consume, what you do, the habits that you build, the habits that you kept, all of these different things. You constantly change. And when you flex all of this, you stretch yourself a bit for you to be able to create the kind of habits and the kind of mindset that allows you to grow. It will eventually benefit you. It takes effort, but the beautiful thing about it is you can change. If you don't get stuck with the negativities of this world, negative thoughts that you have, negative emotions, negative feelings, eventually you won't go into that mental rut. And when you accept the present moment and you paint a picture of what a better future is, then you become hopeful. Now, as human beings, we need to develop skills that and techniques for us to win in life. And for example, when you're driving, maybe you're someone you drive, used to driving, you need to get a feel of the car to ensure that you are not bumping into other vehicles, right? So that's what you do. It requires accuracy for you to be able to drive properly, and you need to develop that as you practice driving every single day. You understand the streets, you understand how big your car is, what the gap is for certain when you're parking, when you're navigating through the streets. You are able to develop the necessary mindfulness, awareness towards the surrounding that you have. And the same goes with developing a good mental health. You need to be in a space in which you're aware of what you're thinking, how you're feeling things, and the things that you need to develop along the way for you to attain a positive outcome. So, what I'm going to share to you today is 7 essential skills for a good mental health. So, this is a very basic. You can start implementing this, but as I've said, if you need help and support for you to be able to manage this, implement this, put this into practice every single day, that you won't fail, or it's okay to fail, but you would have that consistency and you can still feel motivated constantly. Then I encourage you to start practicing this. Okay, seven essential skills for good mental health. Number one is managing time. Yeah, time management. And I thought I talked about this last Saturday with the Rotary Club, and it's something that I teach about time and stress. Now, managing time is about being intentional about the time that you use that advances you towards a certain goal that you have, or a certain aspiration that you want. Because people would waste time watching videos because they lack the inspiration, and they lack the motivation for them to do more and to be more. And this is the reality. And for me, I've accepted this, and it's a difficult thing to accept, because we feel that, hey, I want to be able to utilize this time to relax, right? To be able to relax, free my mind for all the work that I'm doing. But the reality is that's hindering you from moving forward towards achieving your goal. So imagine if you only have 24 hours in a day. You only have 24 hours in your lifetime. How would you use that time? Write that down in a piece of paper. Start writing out what is aspiration that you want, highlighting that, and eventually knowing and painting a picture of what that life is, so you don't waste your time to activities that doesn't serve you in your progress. So focus on that. Is how can you manage your time well, or can you manage yourself through time, because every one of us has 24 hours in a day. So that is the only thing that we can do, is manage ourselves to time. Number two is being realistic. Problems, they will arise. Problem is there. Problems is part of something that you need to solve, and it's part of how we live our life. And what we need to do is start facing our problems and acknowledging them. Hey, it's part of us. Because when we don't acknowledge that it's becoming a problem, I tell you, you will not be able to solve that. So face your problem and acknowledge them. Failing to see the reality of life, makes things worse. Makes things worse. It makes more things leads to problem. And when you confront them, you're being aware of them. Then most of the time, the problem will not be that bad at all, because we're able to acknowledge that, hey, the problem is there, and I can raise my hand and tell everyone of our friends that I have that, hey, I need some help. I need some help. I need some support. So give me the support that I need. This is what I need to do, and this is the kind of support that I want. So that is something that you can do. Number three is problem solving. We need to develop skills and life skills for us to problem solve. And when you acknowledge that there is a problem, in the first step is to develop multiple strategies now and solutions for you to solve them. We've been studying mental models for the last, I think, 10 months already. And mental models is something that, a construct of the way that you see things. It's helping you create and evaluate the kind of result that you're currently having, that allows you to see the bigger picture. Mental models, as I've said a while ago, is a concept, it's a framework of how we process things, how we process life, how we solve our problems. And when you learn mental models, the beautiful thing about this is you are more intentional about the kind of relationship and the kind of experiences that you want, with intentionality. That is what the beauty of mental model is. And if you want to know more about that, let's have a conversation. Message us here at Life Coach Philippines. We'll be happy to share to you what mental model is and how you can utilize this to implement it on your day-to-day activities, especially in the work that you do. All right. Number four is being nice to yourself. Sometimes the other people are not nice to you. I mean, you are the only person that you can help yourself be nicer to yourself, and don't be too hard to yourself. At times you're not able to fulfill your goals or your desires or your ideals in your life. That is totally fine. Give yourself that pat in the back. Celebrate your small win. That, hey, yeah, you did well. Did well, and that's okay. And celebrate small wins. Reward yourself with a time off, and be generous with things. Buy something. Buy a burger. Buy a burger at D Cup Coffee Republic. There's a vegan burger in there that's so nice, and you have that TLC, tomato, lettuce, and cheese, and some onions as well. It's a wonderful experience, and have a conversation. Message us here. We'll be help you to navigate through and order that. They open at 2 p.m. later, so order that. I mean, be generous. Buy that burger in there, because when you see yourself deserving as a deserving person, you are well off your way to a healthier you. So think about yourself and focus on yourself for a moment. It's not being, people would say na, oh, am I self-centered? No. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. So invest in yourself first. Number five is broaden your perspective. Like, what do you see when you experience problem? How do you see your problems? Do you see things as a positive way or as a negative way? Because the way that you think about your problems results to how you see yourself. And developing a perspective allows you to zoom out and see things in a bigger picture. Because that is the beauty of you seeing problems. Step out, step back, take a look at things in a different perspective, because it allows you to set the tone of how you're going to see yourself. When you are in the bad mood, for example, you're able to stop and reflect on it objectively. And you can identify what are the triggers that you're experiencing as far as your emotion is concerned. So rather than blaming others of the circumstance that you have, rather blaming others of the problem that you hold yourself accountable towards the way that you respond, so that you can create boundaries to ensure that you're able to respond in ways that creates a meaningful experience. Now, what are the things that you need to avoid in the words that you use, especially when you are broadening your perspective? Avoid the word should, must, you have to, you ought to be doing. These are the things that you need to kind of put that away and focus on what you can do, instead of thinking about, okay, the what if scenarios. Number six, of course, build your self esteem. Like any muscle, we must continue to build our self esteem, our self concept for us to be strong. Same goes with, all of the things that you're doing in your life. Self confidence allows you to, manage the rebel in you. Every one of us is a rebel. Those are the ones that's always, telling you not so great things, negative things. You can't do this, you can't do that. That is the rebel in you. And when you tame the rebel in you, I tell you, you're able to start speaking positively about yourself, because that's the beautiful thing about it. Take education from perfection. This perfectionism in the workplace is killing innovation, and it's killing the ability of every individual to experiment. So stop that. If you are a people leader and if you're someone leading the team, remind your team, hey, you don't need to be perfect. That's totally fine. Make a mistake, have some opportunities in there. Just make sure that you're learning in that experience, because the most important and critical factor in everything that we do is we are learning from the experiences that we have. And that's the beauty of progressing, because progression means that you're doing something better. Hello, Coach Lacy. Thank you for joining. And lastly, number seven is learning to stay calm and relax. Develop skills and techniques for you to be able to stay calm and relax, because, you know, these are the things that you can continuously experiment on. Think about the time in which you were riding a bicycle, di ba? You will eventually fall, and you will eventually fail, and you will get hurt eventually, and that's totally okay, because you're motivated towards making sure that you're able to ride the bike consistently, and you have this urge that, hey, I want to be able to make it. And that's the thing as well, when you continue to experiment and practice staying calm and relax, because these are the things that we can manage. You cannot manage your environment. The environment is like that. You can't change anything. But what you can change is how you respond to it. You can also change your environment by you moving away from the type of environment that's not helping you to thrive. And that is the same in teaching yourself. When you master yourself, you master the way you feel, the way you think, and the way you act, you become good at it. So discover ways for you to experiment on the activities that works for you. You don't have to, explore opportunities. Sometimes some of the things that work for other people will work with you. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's totally fine. Be explorative. Explore in that area. Eventually, you'll be able to find the right mix for you that allows you to relax and care for yourself. All right. So remember, how you feed yourself, how you treat your body affects how you feel emotionally. That is the total reality of it. So we need to start accepting it so that we can acknowledge it and we can move forward. The old adage of you are what you eat, that's totally true. No, it's not going to be an easy transition to healthy living, and that's totally fine, because as you continue to invest and create healthy habits, don't break the habits that you have, just create new healthy habits. Little by little, you will be able to build yourself up into a healthier and mentally fit you. It is possible, and help is available. If you need support, let us know. Contact me at 0917-569-4200, and let us help you get the support that you need at work and create that mentally work environment, especially during this time of the great resignation. I would think that you have people leaving your space as well and thinking, what's happening with people? Let us help you so that you can keep that people in the workplace, and also you can keep the great people in there that's making the difference at work. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. As I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coach. If you are yet to be a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and you're still missing on the perks that I am enjoying, we are all enjoying, today is the best time for you to take action. Please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society. It's a tent maker of the Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. And what you will get out of this is you will get a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. You will also get a full mental model, access to the full mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, which happens every fourth Saturday of the month, plus the benefit of a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And the biggest thing here is the Be Learning Society is the passion project of Master Coach A. And what we intend to do here is to build a facility that will help people be mentally fit so you can stay alive. And look forward for the mental model masterclass that I've talked to you about a while ago. We're going to talk about, Master Coach A will talk about the developmental growth mental model, fit to grow. And did you know that development is highly counterintuitive until you learn what it is, and then it becomes really intuitive. Developmental mental model unlocks the transformation and reinvention in individuals. And if you're able to understand these mental models, it will help you achieve things in a highly leveraged way as you learn to level up on how you do things in life. Save the date. That's going to be this coming Saturday on March 26th at 7:30 p.m. for our next mental model masterclass, as Master Coach A will teach about the developmental growth mental model. For more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Cell 0917-586-1661. Also, if you are someone who's looking for a profession that is life changing, and if you want to find a profession that beautifies the individual, life coaching really changes every individual. I've been a life coach for about 4 years now. I'm going to turn 4 years this coming May, and it's a wonderful experience. It changed my life. It changed the way I see my children. It changed the way I see my spouse. It changed the way I see the whole dynamics of this world. And if you are someone who wants to make and see that necessary change and eventually transform, I highly invite you to join us. If you want to embark on becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A is now offering the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a CPD accredited course with 40 CPD units. And CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And this is what makes the CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for continuing professional development. And life coaching is a 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains and thereby increasing their relevance in the increasingly complex workplace. And the CACC course includes what you see in the screen right now. It's a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. I tell you that 21-day web-based learning will change your life. Even though you haven't attended the 3-day live coaching bootcamp, it will really really change your life. And you also have that freebies in having the time freedom challenge. You also get a 1 month free coaching upskill blueprint circle where you get all of the tools, learning experience, what have you. Do you don't need to find anything else. It comes with other bonuses. Connect with Coach Yourself through 0917-586-1661 to discover opportunities waiting for you in this profession. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. Do join us again for another coaching conversation later with Coach Marife for coaching for fitness and nutrition, and Coach Tin Di Hoya, of course, my better half, coaching for a relationship at 4 p.m. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. This is Life Coach Shaun Di Hoya from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching TikTok. Coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. La Bam Boom. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.